Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon. I greet according to the time you come across this video. It's your girl, Biodun. Okay, so. Welcome once again to Biodun TV, where we demonstrate all kinds of things that you just want to learn at home and also to be a professional. What are we doing today? We are going to cut. You see this simple blouse I am wearing. I don't know if the video show it clear. It's simple. We are going to cut something like this today, but on just a paper sheet. You know, last time we talked about how you can take your measurements. So right now we are going to talk about how you can place that measurement on your material. So we are going to use this paper sheet today as our material, where we begin to place all the measurement on it. So let's just hit direct to the button. As we hit direct to the table, let's say this is our material. How do you get the amount of the stuff you are going to take? You know, you're not just going to take your CCR and just begin to cut. For you to be able to minimize and to manage your material, you take your tape. Your biggest part of your body, it's your hip or your bust. Some people is their bust and some people is their hip. So take your tape and take the measurement that you have from your hip. Let's say hip 44. Then you want to get to cut this. Then you add more 3 inches to it, which is going to give you hip 47. So then you are going to take the length. That means the wideness. So let me open this paper. That means the wideness. You are going to take the wideness of your material, which is going to give you 47. So when you fold it this way, then you begin to take your measurement. And some material, the length is longer. So if you are going to cut a blouse is 25 as a length. So then you begin cutting. For you not to make a mistake, you just take the biggest part of your measurement to cut the wideness of your material that you are going to fold into 2. Okay, right now that is done. So first and foremost, we are just going to first and take all the vertical like this, from the shoulder to the length. This is blouse. So from the shoulder to the length, we have 27. Why do I make it 27? So that when I fold, in case you are a new starter, just put it for that 27. Before your scissors will cut and half, you will have your 26 and you use the 1 inches to do your turn up. So then you come and also take under your bust. Under bust here is 13. I believe that you is seeing well. 13. This is 13. Then your half length is 18. Then the finishing is 27, and that is where your hip measurement is you are going to put your hip measurement. This is your armhole, which is 9, and this is your under bust 13, your half length 18, then your hip. Then how do you get? After you must have get all this straight line, then you begin your horizontal line. And when the measurement we have here for your bust measurement is bust 40. So that bust 40, you are going to divide it into 4. For you not to have too much stress of calculating, just take your tape this way. I pray it's clear this way. Put it on the 40 this way and do this way again. Measure your tape is straight and turn it this way. So you are going to do like this in 4 times. Then you get your bust 40. But before you get your bust 40, from your shoulder down to where your armhole is 9. How do you get that 9? You divide your bust measurement by 6. And you add 1.5 to it. Let me say the bust measurement is about 44. Divide by 6, it will give you 7.5. Add 1.5 inches to it, it will give you 9. And you can see this is 9. Then this is where you take your chest measurement or your bust measurement. So under this line from here to here is 9. Then you make it straight. Then you take this straight forward. This is going to be your armhole, and this is going to be your bust measurement or your chest measurement, whatever. So then bust 44 divide by 4. Just as I said, the technique we are going to use here, you do 40, make sure your tape is straight, and turn it again. This way, then you place it on it. This is your 40. Okay? That is your 40. So right now, I changed my tape because that is giving me stress. So right now, we are going again up. So then you add your measurement to your allowance to it. So I'm going to add 2 inches or let's add 1.5 inches because I don't want it to be boo-boo. Then you put 1.5 inches here. So this is your your remeasurement, and this is your allowance. Then you come to underbust. The underbust here is 34. Then you go the same thing and take your tape and go to where there is 34 this way. I pray you should be able. Go to where there is 34, which you've already divided it into 2 this way. Then you go again and place it this like this. Then you get it into 4 this way. Then you place it on the line that you've measured. This is it. That is your underbust measurement. Then you add your 1.5 inches to it. Don't forget, we are putting 1.5 inches all around. That is your 1.5 inches. Then you come to your waist. You are still going to do the same thing. The waist we have here is 36. Then you also go and do the same thing for you not to have too much stress, and your measurement will be accurate and you have no problem. You see, do your tape into 4 like that, and you do this way. You put your inches here that way. I believe it's clear. So we are going to the hip now. Hip 44. That is what we have. Hip 44, you come and you do this way. You do this way. You do this way. I believe you can see it. You take your tape. This is 44. You see, your tape is open this way. This is 44. This is 44. Then you put it on the point of the 44 this way. It becomes into 2 like this. Then you go again because your hip is going to be divided into 4. You go again, you do the same thing, which is into 4 this way. So you don't need too much calculation. Then you place it on that your hip measurement. Then you mark it. You make your opening and put your 1.5 inches to it. That is it. That is it. Then all this line, you are going to connect them together. So let's do it together right now. This is it. I believe you can see the connection. We connect from here. You are going to be careful and make your curve so that the curve will not be too deeper. So you try to make it. That is it. This is your hip, and this is your waist, this is your underbust, and this is your bust. So right now we are going to talk about how to cut your armpit. How to cut your armhole. Sorry for that word. How to cut your armhole. So for you to get your armhole, you come into this middle. This way. You place your tape on the middle. Then you take 1 inch of it. 1 inch of it. Then you come here. Before because you are going to make your shoulder slope. So before you make your shoulder slope, You come here, you take your 1 inches. Your 1 inches this way. You take from here, then you take your 1 inches to make your shoulder slope. To make your shoulder slope this way. Then from there, then you have to make your measurement and look for the middle of this line, of this your armhole, which is 8. Then it's 4. The middle is 4. So from this 4 and from this 1 inches, you can see that you have your curve already made for yourself. So you are just going to, from this 1 inches, and begin to go to where you place that 4, and begin to go to where this your line is. You see, you are not going to find it difficult to make your armhole if you have no that ruler or anything. But being said, we are going to make this as the front, as the top. You can see, I don't know if I can show you. It's perfectly okay. So okay, you can see how this place is perfectly fit. For you to get here, not to be puffing, so you are going to come toward or backward, I don't know which word, with 1/2 inches, which your 1/2 inches is here. So this line you take, you are going to smooth this line to this place, and you are going to smooth this line to this place. This will be your front armhole. So now for the neck, for the length of the neck, you use 3.5, and for the depth, it depends on the style you want to cut here. If you want it high neck like the one I'm putting on, I can't show it well, then like this neck, then if the back is high neck, then the front is going to be a little more down. That means you can make it 6 or 7. Let's go on 6, because before you make your hemming and everything, you are going to 7. Then you make 6. That means the depth will be 6 of that for the front, and the length will be 3.5. So then you make your line this way. So the same way you have your curve of your armhole, the same thing you are going to do here. So just come here and take your 1/2 inches, which your 1/2 inches remain here. Then just look for the center of this, which is 6. The center is 3. Then from this 3, you begin curving. Sorry, so that I will not close it. You begin your curving from here. Yeah, you can see that your armhole is set. You don't need too much stress to go for it anymore. So this is how you place your measurement on your material. Then you begin cutting. So we are going to cut it so that we see how it look like if we get it right. This is just your basic. This is your basic measurement. It's basic. Then you place this on the back, which you are going to use to cut the back. When you are cutting the back, mind you that you are going to put 2 inches allowance for the back because of the zip. So I'm going to show you that how you are going to leave the 2 inches behind. So oh, I just want to show you something I forgot. If you want it not to be too sharp, because when you open it now, it will be too sharp. You see, this is the opening side. This is the opening side. So from this opening side, you are going to come up by 2 inches. You can come up by 1.5. You can come up by 1. But I'm going to come up by 2 inches here. So this is your 2 inches. Then you measure from here and see the middle of your, see, this is 13. So 13, then we are talking about 6.5. This is 6.5, because I want to make a little curve here so that it will not be so plain. So then you begin your curve. You begin it from here. Sorry that I say it late. I just say okay, you can see it. You come up by 2 inches or by 1.5 inches. Then you look for the middle of the length of your hip. Then you make your cuff. The same things you do in all. It's almost the same thing. Then let's cut it now and see how beautiful this our blouse will come. Because if you leave it like this, you see it's too sharp. It's not going to look nice. For you to have a little curve. Okay, you can see. You can see how beautiful it is. You can see how beautiful it is. So this is it. So when you are going to use this to cut the front, that is the back of your blouse. Then for the back, you are going to come up with 2 inches. That means to cut the back neck 2 inches. You just go 2 or 1.5 inches. Let's make it 1.5 inches. It's okay. Then you come straight. This is your 1.5 inches. Then at the same things you are going to do here, just make your curve like this, 1/2 inches, then you curve. So first and foremost, we are going to cut this off. You cut the back neck first before cutting the front neck, because you are going to place this on the back neck. That is why I did not cut the front armhole. So right now, let's say this is the material you are going to use for the back. This material is being folded into 2 also. We are just going to use this as an example. So then you place it on it this way. You place it on it. Let me open it. This is it. But nevertheless, you are going to fold your material into 2 this way. So this is not be folding into 2. So this is into 1. Because there's going to be zip allowance. Then you place it. You make sure you leave some inches here. You leave some inches here. So the inches you leave here is your zip allowance. Or let's use another method that you can also understand. This is your material for the back. Let's make it short one for the back. Then you place this your front on it. Then you do this way. I believe you can see it now. This line left behind, you rule out, is your zip allowance. It's your zip allowance. Then you just go and use this. Let's cut it so that you can understand me clear. So all right, this is your back. This is for the back. This is for the back now. So right now, after you must have cut the back, then you come and take off the armhole correctly now. You take off the armhole correctly. Then you make your front neck correct. So this is it. Can we do opening and let's see our beautiful? You can see this is how you get it. This is your basic measurement for your blouse, gown, anything at all you want to cut. You need this basic measurements to have it. So thank you very much for watching, and God bless you. And please subscribe to the channel, like and on your notification bell as we grow and learn together. It's your friend, your sister, Abiodun Ogemuyi. God bless you. Bye for now. Until I come your way again. Bye.